brake. So I'm gonna see how far I can take this till I get to 50%, and then I'm just gonna turn around, I guess. So we've only gone like 22 miles. We've had 22 miles and we're at a 65% state of charge. And I'm not even really flogging this thing, you know? I heard of people taking this all the way to the top of Mount Hamilton, so it won't be too hard. Yeah, well, if worst comes to worst, I'll have to find a charging station. That's what I'm gonna have to do to get home. I know I can probably get off the mountain, so yeah, that might be the plan. I got my charge point thing all set up, so that may be the option. So it seems like riding on the mountain is like a third and fourth gear type of stuff. Green zone. I mean, we're doing good on the economy because we got like four green bars. This is I think Fetter Road or something. Backside of the Sierra. We're just going downhill. Hopefully it'll start regenning. I could definitely feel the regen slowing me down. So at 64%, and I'm not giving it any gas. I don't see it. Oh, there we go. It went up. It went up 1%. The regen does work, but now we're gonna have to go back uphill. So we're gonna lose that 1%. I'll try to just keep it in fourth gear. Don't go too fast. Just going out for a little relaxing ride today. You know, just a cruise. Well, I can tell you this, the suspension is very good on this bike. I can't push the suspension enough because the engine's just not giving me enough power during the braking period, you know. I mean, it's a good thing that there's no limiter or anything. They don't put a limiter on it from the factory. Like, hey, you can't go 3,500, you know. You can go past 3,500, I've done it. I've done it like 4,000, so. But on accident, you know, for the most part, it's 3,500. I'll tell you this, one of these days, you know, somebody's going to invent a battery that's lighter and more energy dense than lithium ion, and that'll be the day electric bikes will, or electric cars, electric vehicles in general, will begin to overtake the gasoline counterparts, you know. You can get 200, 300 miles range on a charge, man. I mean, does it sound like too much, you know, for a motorcycle? You know what? The majority of motorcycles nowadays will go like 100 on a tank, so if it's got like a small gas tank. So if you think about it, 100 miles is okay, you know. 200 miles will be even better, though. You can actually take it places. Very good suspension. Yeah, dude. And then like it feels like it wants to turn, you know. I'm used to riding bikes with crappy suspension, so that's the way it is. So yeah, so here we are. We're on a Felter Road. going down this thing. That's a good thing. The thing is, this spits me out at Calaveras Road, so so I'm going to be actually farther from home. So let's see if we can make it home. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. In fact, you know what? I may upshift on this down. Well, I don't know. I kind of want, if I wanted to slow down, you know. So going down it, we're virtually using no energy. In fact, we're putting energy back in. I'm not giving it any throttle right now. It's just kind of just freewheeling. Well, not freewheeling, but it's regenerating. And if you know me, I'm one of those people that I don't like to go downhill fast. You know, I'm not a fast downhill rider. Definitely, the regen definitely does slow you out when you're going downhill, that's for sure. Beautiful out here. It's green. So this is just after like we had like some crazy amount of rain in the Bay Area, and everything is so green right now. It's beautiful. So my odometer says we've gone 24 miles. Big Dog Vineyard, huh? Some good ones out here. So the motor temp is at 141. It seems like the temps go from like 100 to well, Calaveras Road is closed. Okay, we can't even go on Calaveras Road. Some kind of like landslide or some shit there. I can't take it there if I want to. That's Calaveras Road right there. See, a lot of motorcycle people just pass by, you know, that's a motorcycle. It's a quiet one. And if you think about it nowadays, a lot of motorcycles are pretty quiet, you know. You can barely tell that they're on, you know, especially those smaller displacement bikes with the stock mufflers. Like, honestly, me personally, I like a nice, you know, engine sound, you know. Yeah, I can get used to this though. There's a horse right there. Got horses up here. So it doesn't regen very fast, but it's not eating up the power. So here we are, welcome to Milpitas. I'm going to Milpitas on this motorcycle. I almost want to just go back the way I came. I was having fun there. Oh, beautiful. What a day, what a day. Nobody knows I'm coming because it's so quiet. It's super stealth. So let me see if I downshift into like second, let me see if it'll regen even faster. Let Let me see if it's like a, you know, like a gasoline. A little bit. Not really. Yeah, so I don't know what downshifting doesn't really make more engine braking. Yeah, regenerative braking. Oh, whoa, what happened here? A detour? What? All right, I guess we're in for a little adventure here. That's supposed to be the way back, and it's not. Like, okay, so how big a detour is this? So now I'm in a little bit of trouble now. But we're still at 62%, so that's good. What did he mean detour? I've never been this way before. It's interesting. Oh, I'm discovering new stuff. It's this old Calaveras road. I've never been on this road before. Huh. Cool. Check it out. Alright, we're down to 61%. Let me check my range. My range meter. It's a pretty warm day today. We got 42 miles of range. It's pretty good still. I think I can make it home with that. I've never been on this road before. It's cool. Well, since I've never been on this road, I better take it easy. This little donut area here. So yeah, so downshifting, more downshifting does not equal more regenerative braking, from what I've seen. It should, theoretically, because the motor will be spinning faster, right? So it'll be regenerating more, right? So I don't know, but honestly, I didn't feel any difference when I downshifted. It's probably because the computer is limiting the amount of regenerative braking. That's all it's going to give me. I got to throw it in the sport mode to get more. Actually, let me just throw it in the sport mode right now. Okay, it's in sport mode now. Oh yeah, there's more engine braking, that's for sure. I just won't get on it very hard. Oh yeah, there's a lot more regen in sport mode. Significant amount. So you're, on sport mode, you're going to be on the throttle, off the throttle, on the throttle, off the, more like a normal bike, you know? It's strong. So I'll tell you this, I drove a Chevy Bolt. If you don't know what a Chevy Bolt is, it's this little electric vehicle that Chevy made. That it's pretty much the people's EV, you know. It gets like 200 miles range. I drove it. It's a small, fun little car to drive. I thought it. You know, it had good power, it had good handling. I liked it a whole lot, you know. Hey, I caught up to those people over there. So yeah, but yeah. So they had this thing where like you can set it to one pedal driving mode or something. So we can take this road back to Sierra. All right, let me just put it back on Eco. So, okay, so yeah. So this is the story of me driving the Chevy Bolt. So there's this thing where like, it's like one pedal driving mode. Literally, you can drive the car with one pedal. And it kind of works like the throttle on the motorcycle. Once you get to a certain point, it coasts. And if you roll off even more, it will start regenerative braking, you know. And the regenerative braking on that car is strong. It is enough to drive it with one pedal. It is that ridiculous. I think I'm just gonna take this local road back, man. I don't want to take the freeway. The freeway is for suckers, man. Oh man, it is like it takes off like a dog in fifth gear. In eco mode. But anyway, yeah. So I'm just kind of just cruising here now. So what is it? Oh yeah. So yeah, man. Once you let off that pedal, boom, you can feel it. The regenerative braking feels like you're stepping on a brake pedal. It's that strong. It'll stop you like right away, man, if you're not careful. So I mean, the way they explain it is like you can drive it with one pedal, and like, you know, it's less of a strain on your foot, you know, if you're driving in traffic. You can go and just let off and go and let off. You don't have to switch pedals or anything. So, you know, it just makes the driving experience easier and less strain on someone. So I thought that was interesting. They even had a button on the steering wheel. There's a button, you pressed it and it increased the regenerative braking like a lot. So if they can make something like that for a motorcycle, like have a button, like I have a regen button, you know, and make it kind of like a analog button, you know. You can like press it in steps. So like you press it in a little bit, that's level 1 braking. Press it again, that's level 2 braking. And then all the way, it's like, you know, it's like almost like regular brakes, you know. That way, you know, it's like you got a third set of brakes, you know. You got front, back, and a regen. But basically, the throttle on this works a lot like what I was talking about on the Bolt. But, once you like get on it, you got power. You know, it feeds power. It feeds power into the motor. You get off it. You get off, and there's a certain point where it just coasts. It kind of just freewheels, sorta. And then what is it? After a certain amount of, and then when you roll off all the way, it just like, it starts regenerative braking, you know. Except just in the Bolt's case, it's very hard regenerative braking. So here we are back in San Jose here. All right, well, so I hope you've enjoyed my first Toge adventure on the Empulse TT. Here's my thoughts on it. I thought the handling was great. Handling was great on this bike. I could not push the handling enough, and you know, I needed more power, you know, to compress the suspension through the turns and stuff. And you know, I wasn't getting it, you know, because one, I'm riding an Eco, and two, I'm trying to break it in, so I can't go past 3,500. Now, I probably touched 4,000 like a handful of times, so I'm not gonna lie, I kind of broke the rule a little bit. But, dude, I can't wait till this thing breaks in, man. So 5,500 RPM is like a more reasonable speed to ride this thing at, you know. But yeah, it's gonna take a lot of getting used to the power, man. You know, I'm used to like lugging the motor, and electric motors don't like to be lugged. Yeah, they don't like to be lugged. They want to keep on. There's a happy RPM, and that's that 4,500 to 6,500 RPM. So I wonder what happens when you get into the red zone. You know, that's a good question. So, all right. So I just made it off the Sierra Road, and I kind of doubled back to where I began. I'm just taking like the, you know, nice slow streets. It's actually a nice little road that parallels the mountain here, and yeah, so I'm headed home now. So 58% on the. I guess I'll just go here. I gotta head to the post office, so I had a couple errands to run today. Haha, look at all those suckers at the gas station. Right? Alright, HadesOmega here. So let me just talk about the seat here. I'm kind of wearing kind of rider underwear right now, so it's kind of padded on the butt area, I think it is, I'm not sure. But I've gone about 40 miles, and the seat is not bad. You know, the seat's a good, I would say it's about 40 miles. I can kind of start to feel it right now, like, oh man, my ass is like not so happy, you know. But that's not too bad. Yeah. So about 40 miles on the seat seems good. I can put my air seat on this too, so that's a good thing. So if I wanted to go on longer rides, you know, I think without my ass hurting, it's either stand up or or put an air seat, I guess. All right. So yeah. So I wanted to comment on the seat. The seat is okay. It's nothing to write home about. It's a little stiff, you know. I imagine maybe the seat will break in too. The foam might fit my butt better, but it's not too bad. I can deal with it. All right. Well, so I made it home. I kind of headed to the airport and I messed around at the airport a little bit. I didn't get it on GPS, but I rode almost 51 miles, so it's pretty much 50 miles, and I'm down to 38%. So that's not bad. You figure that's probably a good 80 or 90 miles. So that's not too bad. Like I said, I haven't been riding it that hard, so. But it'll probably get better. That's what I'm thinking is it'll probably get better once the gearbox gets broken in. Because everything, you know, all the gears are all tight and everything, you know. All tight like that, you know. So it's got to loosen up a bit. I heard it's easier to shift when... yeah, honestly, the shifting is good. I have no complaints about the gearbox. It's good. It's a good gearbox. Yeah, it's just kind of weird seeing the RPMs kind of jump all over the place. Because it's not like a gasoline bike, you know. But yeah, so 50 miles and I got 38% state of charge right now. So figure it'll take 6 hours to charge. But I had a lot of fun riding it, so. And yeah, I gotta ride it some more. Alright, HadesOmega out.